What if Hitler had won World War II? That's a question that's fascinated historians and storytellers for decades. Today, I'm diving into this chilling alternate history not to glorify, but to explore the what-ifs and the why-nots. First off, let's imagine the war in Europe. If Hitler's forces had succeeded in defeating Britain, maybe through a successful invasion or forcing a surrender, the continent would look very different. Nazi Germany would likely have established puppet governments across Western Europe. Many governments in exile would never return home. And what about the Soviet Union? If Germany had taken Moscow in 1941, it's possible the USSR might have fractured or even surrendered. That would have left Hitler controlling everything from France to the Ural Mountains. Millions more lives would be at risk, especially with Nazi occupation policies. Now let's look at life under Nazi rule. The regime planned to Germanize large parts of Europe, displacing or eliminating populations they deemed undesirable. Education, culture, even the language you spoke, all controlled by the Nazi state. Resistance movements would definitely keep fighting, but under brutal repression. Across the Atlantic, the United States would face a world dominated by hostile powers. With Britain gone, US influence in Europe would vanish. Maybe America would shift focus to defending the Western Hemisphere. Or perhaps a Cold War starts decades earlier this time, between the US and Germany. Technological progress could have taken a darker turn. The Nazis were already developing jet planes and rockets. With more resources and time, they might pioneer new weapons, even nuclear arms, changing the balance of power for generations. But history's not just about armies and leaders. Everyday life would be unrecognizable. Art, science, and even what you're taught in school would be shaped by Nazi ideology. Imagine a world where books, films, and music are censored or banned, creativity stifled, and fear as a constant companion. Of course, there's no guarantee any of this would last. Empires built on oppression eventually face resistance from within and without, but the price in human suffering and lost potential would be immense. So when I ask, what if Hitler won World War II, I'm really asking, what kind of world do we want to live in? History is a reminder the past could have turned out very differently, and it's up to us to learn from it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed exploring this alternate history, let me know what if you want to see next.